When you get out of prison and you don't go through a program such as the Ridge House, you're given $21 by the Nevada Department of Corrections, and you're given a bus pass. What would you do with $21 and a bus pass and you're wearing jeans and a denim long sleeve shirt?
And when I was in prison, I did a lot of soul searching, and I prayed to my higher power. I really want to change my life. I really want to change my life.
I heard about the Ridge House when I was in prison.
Because I had an option. It was either to go back to California. Naturally, I'd integrate right back into the projects. So doing that, and the caseworker, she told me about the program.
The VA had selected the Ridge House to give a location for the veterans to do reentry, to come out of prison and start over.
What happens generally with a client is 3 to 6 months prior to their release from prison, they make application to the Ridge House. And we review their application, we interview them and make sure that they're appropriate for a program so that they want to change, and then we communicate with them. We communicate with them monthly while they're still incarcerated to make sure that they have birth certificates and IDs, make sure that they can get here when they're released.
I took the bus here. I was picked up by the Ridge House staff, Jesse and another house manager, and welcomed.
The first few weeks are really busy. The program's very structured. You're taken to the Reno Police Department to register as an ex-offender, and then you're going to Social Security and the Nevada Department of Motor Vehicles to get your ID. All the things you need to be successful in the community, to be out there looking for work and be a productive member of society.
After you got that, it was going to the workforce, where every day we got on the van and we went to a job hunt. You put in a certain amount of applications, depending on how eager you are to get a job. Like, I was job hunt crazy. Like, even on my downtime, I was serious about trying to find a job.
You have to work your way back into society, kind of. You have chores at the house and meetings you go to and group sessions and counseling sessions, and you're very, very busy. There's no doubt about that.
But once I got here, I knew that this was the right choice for me, because they gave me a well-balanced structure. I never had structure before. I never had tools. I had never in my life went to any kind of a program or an AA meeting or an NA meeting to live a normal life.
On the day that they're released from prison, they come to Reno to one of our programs, and during that first 24 hours we watch them very carefully and make sure that they get everything that they need, that they have clothes on their back, that they get an ID, they register with a parole officer, they register with the police department, and that they have an ID, mostly from the DMV, so that they can go get employed. The bottom line is, if somebody gets out of prison and they don't know where they're going to be sleeping that night, they can't concentrate on the issues that got them in that position in the first place. They're going to go back to their old coping skills, which are from the street, and it's going to bring them right back into prison. When you give money to the Ridge House, I can support somebody in that transition from prison to community, and they will have a lower recidivism rate. Our recidivism rate over 3 years is 25%.
When I was in prison, I didn't need for anything because I knew how to take care of myself, but the moral support is, what I needed. And the Ridge House offers that.
And that's the biggest part, because once you have somebody for you and not against you all the time, you start to love yourself again, and you start to realize, hey, there is hope and there is reasoning behind all of this. And so that was a big part, and that's how they helped me do that.